Hey, Tubies! It's Psychic Bob. Woo! It is so awesome to be back with you. Well, welcome to Tuesday. And I told you guys we would do a live messages from the spirit world today. So I am just so excited to be here with all of you. And gotta give a few shout outs here. I see Kathy Private's here. Hey, Kathy. Buvana Lake's here. Hey, Buvana Lake. Stojan Zelekov is here. I know I say your name wrong. So let me try this name. Is it Stojans or Stohanse? I was looking at it, I was like, that could be Stohanse. I like that name. Either way, it's a cool name. Yay! Chilled Fox is here. Sid 1982. Good morning. Nessie Anderson's here. Oh my goodness. Louis Ellis here. Yay. Tina Sellens is here. Alexis Williams is here. Nicole's Spiritual Corner. Mark Laws is here. Esther Oluka. Ferndog. Melissa Slate. Yay. Oh my gosh. Stephanie Louisa. Oh my gosh. We got a lot of people here. I'm so glad to see you guys. Steve Taylor's here. Welcome. Welcome. Good to see all of you. No, Bob. Nice try. Well, you know what? I don't speak Macedonian, so bear with me. Stojans, however you say it. Stojans. Anyways, forgive me. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm doing the best I can. Anyways, I am so glad you guys are here. Guided Light Work Therapies is here. Yay! Well, Alexis is on her lunch break. Hi, Alexis. Well, thank you for spending your lunch with me. Anyways, well, I'm glad you guys are here. And we're going to sit down and see what the spirit world has for you. But I got a few quick announcements. If you haven't done so, pop over to my website at PsychicBob.com. You can get my latest artwork, which is called Solar Biomorph. Can you guys see that? Solar Biomorph. I got a little glare on it. But this is available for free download at my website, and it's got information how to do that. So make sure to pop over to PsychicBob.com. In fact, it's right here below my finger. There's my website. So, excuse me, I'm about to sneeze here. You can get this at my website, PsychicBob.com. And, excuse me, I got to get something else here. While you're over there at PsychicBob.com, make sure to check out my bookstore. I've got a number of published works. I am a published author. So we've got Psychic Bob's book. Let's see, Ouija Mysteries, the Spirit Board Seances. We've got Messages from Rose. It's about my spirit guide Rose and my early days as a psychic medium. Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom, for those of you who like Wicca. Psychic Bob's Book of Spells, those of you who want to try a little magic. All of that and more is available over at PsychicBob.com. Amanda P says, I have lots of your artwork saved. I love it. Yeah, I'm so glad you're enjoying it. You know, I always say, I said, even if you don't like some of my paintings, just come next week. There'll always be a new one, okay? So, but I do have to tell you that this is a limited edition, and after this Saturday, it will no longer be available. So if you like it, get it now, okay? Wonderful. So also make sure to be here tomorrow on Wednesday, because we're going to talk about the mystical six-rayed star, the six-pointed star, the hexagram, and its use in magic and how you can incorporate that into your spiritual lives. So be here tomorrow on Wiccan Wednesday. We're going to talk about this mystical star, okay? So make sure to be here then. All right. Well, I'm so glad you guys are here. Yay, Lady Witch is here. Yay, you're enjoying my painting. Thank you so much. Shadowlander's here. Yay. All right. Alexis Williams says, love your books and artwork. Well, thank you, Alexis. This is very kind of you. Spiritual Peace. Hey, Spiritual Peace. Good to see you. Stranger Things 1. Bob, why do people think that Wicca is demonic? That's a good question. Well, you know, the reason why is because the Catholic Church for so many years vilified anything that was not Roman Catholic. And so they basically told everybody that anybody who practices the old way, see, Wicca, throughout Europe was the old religion. Now, it wasn't called Wicca then. It was just called the religion of the people. But Wicca is a later term that was added. But it was Wicca, basically. Ancient European paganism. It was demonized by the church, and the Catholic Church said anybody practices it must be evil. And, what's really sad is, Wicca is known for its great healing arts. In those days, there were midwives that delivered babies, and there were healers. They were all part of the old faith. And so the Catholic Church stamped all that out, set the world back 1,000 years, honestly. I sometimes think about where we would be as a world, as a culture, as a society, if we had not had the dark times, the Middle Ages, where the church just outlawed everything. I always wonder about that. So, hey, Crystal, good to see you. Hi, Lisa Lopez Dream. Nice to see you too. Welcome, welcome. Storytime with Tees here. People think Wicca is demonic because they don't read or think. LOL, it's true. Yes, Storytime, I have to agree with you. See, I've seen it even on YouTube. People will go on, like, there's some Catholic channels where the Catholic priests, they film their, people film the Sunday sermon. And the priests get up and they say, we have to stamp out paganism in this world. And I thought, really? Are we back to the Inquisition times? I don't know if you guys have been following, but recently there was an Amazon synod held at the Vatican. The Vatican is concerned about global warming and destruction of the rainforests. They feel that it's an abuse of God's earth, which I would agree with them on. And they had a synod, like a convention at the Vatican to discuss this and how to reverse the tide of destruction. Well, some staunch ultra-conservative Catholics got really upset and said that this was evil to think about taking care of the Amazon. That was a pagan thing. And in fact, Pope Francis held you can go look this up. Type in on YouTube, Pope Francis pagan ritual or Amazon pagan ritual. He actually invited some of the pagan practitioners to the Vatican, and they planted a tree and did a blessing. Well, some of the ultra-conservative Catholics right now are literally having a fit. I mean, it's all over the internet, so look it up. But see, this unfortunately is still going on among certain Catholics. Now, the Pope, I think himself, is actually pretty tolerant towards the pagan community. He's trying to build a bridge of communication. And yet the ultra-conservative Catholics are still saying it's demonic and want to destroy it. In fact, during the ritual, they had the Pachamama statue. Pachamama is an ancient pagan goddess, mother goddess figure from South America. And they brought the Pachamama figure out and put it in the middle of a circle while they were doing prayers. Well, you should hear the talk online about this, And it's really something, So, yeah, well, how is caring about the earth evil? I've been asking myself that because, see, this is where we have the split, okay? And I'm not against Jesus, by the way. I don't think Jesus started any of this. When Jesus came, he came to teach light and love and healing and people embracing their connection to God. I think Jesus did a lot of good, but the people that followed after Jesus got on a power trip and decided, hey, we've got everything, we can control everybody and everything. And so the Christianity that exists on the earth today is not really the Christianity that Jesus Christ taught. So that's my view, But I think it was very nice of Pope Francis to hold a ritual and invite pagans. In the past, pagans, if they even set foot on the Vatican grounds, would have been executed. Now they're being welcomed. Now, a lot of people don't get this. They think that Pope Francis is abandoning his faith. No, it's not. He's saying we live in a world, it's a multi-plural, multicultural, multi-people world with different faith traditions. And he said, let's meet and have a discussion. Let's find a common ground because we all have to coexist. Have you guys seen that bumper sticker, coexist? I love that bumper sticker. Yeah, Sitting Duck says Christianity is in big trouble, LOL. Yes, Christianity is trying to tighten its reins. I can't say every Christian church, but some branches of Christianity are trying to pull in the reins and shut down dialogue. And so this is why many Wiccans and pagans and spiritualists, I have a little bit of all of them here at Spirit Channel. We have Christians too. I know a number of you are Christians, and I'm not anti-Christian. I'm anti-extremism, whatever that is, whether it's Christianity, Islam, Judaism, or even Wicca. There are actually extremist Wiccans, so I'm not pointing the finger, you know. So I'm going to get to y'all's questions in just a moment, okay? Don't worry, we'll get there. I know I'm going on a tangent, but I think it's important, you know. So what I'm trying to say is, you know, here at Spirit Channel, we engage in dialogue. I know a number of you here are Christians. I know a number of you are pagans. I know a number of you here are spiritualists. So we have a mixture of religions. And look, Spirit Channel is an example that we can all get together and hang out and get along. You know, we're not always going to all agree on the same points. Oh, preach it. Alexis is preaching. I'm preaching it, girl. Look at it. I am. We're not always going to see our theology the same. But what we can do is find, what do we share in common? Well, we all agree that there's some sort of divine power that animates this cosmos. Whether you call it Buddha and I call it Isis, whether you call it Jesus and you call it, you know, Amaterasu or Mikami, doesn't matter. We know there's a higher power. And that's where we meet and find our common ground, at least here at Spirit Channel. You see? Angela Locke says, hi, Bob. Can you tell me about shamanism, please? Shamanism is the ancient religion. It was throughout all the earth. And it was people who practice the combination of earth religion, honoring earth as mother. Shamanism said there are many spirits everywhere, that all things have a spirit, like trees have a spirit, plants have a spirit, animals have spirits. So shamanism is a type of religion that seeks to connect to the energy of the natural world and the spiritual essence that infuses the natural world. Now that's kind of a simplified version. It's a little more complex, but hopefully, Angela, I'll give you just a little insight. So Wicca falls under a shamanic religion because in Wicca, we honor the earth energies. We honor Mother Earth. We honor Father Sky. We honor Mother Moon and Father Sun. And so we work in harmony with the earth energies. And that's why we are also part of the shamanic religions. Now, like I was talking about earlier, down in the Vatican, Pope Francis invited some indigenous peoples from South America, from the rainforest, who are shamans, and they hold rituals with earth energy, and it's very shamanic. Some of them worship Pachamama, who is the mother goddess of many of that part of that world, the Pachamama, in the Latin American, South American communities. So ancient goddess who predates Christianity in those regions. So it's all, whether you call it shamanism, Wicca, paganism, they all share that common, those common links of earth reverence. Okay, and I think Pope Francis's idea was that, well, if we bring in some of that old time religion, it gives us a place to start from, because maybe our older faiths knew a little bit more about the earth. You know what I mean? Maybe they knew a little bit more. And I think that was a point of wisdom, Hey, Ree says, hi, Bob, love the shirt. I just want to say thank you for your help on Sunday. Doris Stokes came to me on Sunday. She has such a calming, rational, and loving energy. Yay! Help me sort my head out. Hey, Ree, good. By the way, Ree's from Wales, and I am wearing my British flag shirt today. Yay, representing for my mates in the UK. PsychicBob's with you. All right, there you go. And by the way, I'm wearing today, so you're asking, what am I wearing? I'm wearing my little 6-rayed star pendant. We're going to talk about this special star. This is also used by many Wiccans. Now, most of us think about the pentagram, the 5-pointed star, when we talk about Wicca. But there are many in the Wiccan community who also use this as a mystical and powerful symbol. So tomorrow we're going to get into all of that. So make sure to be here for that. Anyways, let's get on to doing some messages. Now, before we do that, I got to again say, please don't hate me if I don't answer your question. I'm just getting more than I can handle. So bear with me. We'll get there, okay? Alexis says, Bob, you crack me up. I'm a little crazy sometimes. But I represent him for the UK. All right. Anyways, now I know I'm going to get in trouble. If somebody says, you didn't represent for Italy or you didn't represent for Canada. I love all y'all. Now, I'll get different shirts for different countries, okay? But right now, I have a large following out of the UK and Australia, so I wear the Union Jack. Anyways, I'm so glad you guys are here. So let's all settle down now, okay? We're going to just do a little meditation. And so I'm going to lead us through this because a lot of people are saying, Bob, what do you do each week when you sit down, close your eyes? We watch you, but we don't know how to do that. So we're going to do that real quick, brief meditation. So I want you just to relax. Marie says, we love you here, Bob. Yeah, I've been very blessed by all my UK friends. I had no idea I would take off in the United Kingdom, which I really love because I used to live in the UK. So UK is like my second home. So Bob considers himself British at heart also. On my birth family, you guys remember meeting my brother. I didn't talk to you guys about this, but genetically, on my mother's side, I am English and Irish. So I am British. And then on my father's side, I'm French. So I'm kind of good European stock, I suppose. Anyways, so we're going to do some meditation, okay? So this is really simple. I want you to get comfortable. And we're going to just close our eyes, okay? I got to represent. Yeah, I need to represent for Russia, Scotty. But I like Russia too. I thought about moving there at times. So we're going to just close our eyes for a moment. And as we close our eyes, I want you to visualize floating above you a bright ball of white light. Just see it glowing. It's about 2 feet over your head. I want you to see that light now as it descends quickly down and starts to enter through the top of your head. And as the sun enters you, this light, it feels like warm sunlight, actually. And just feel its gentle healing warmth. Let that light now flow down into your head. Let it move down through your face, down through the back of your head. Let that light move down into your neck and throat. Let the light flow down into your shoulders now. This light moves effortlessly and quickly. Let it move down each arm. Let it cascade like water down to the hands and fingers. Let that light move down through your shoulder blades, down to your lower back. Let it move all down from the chest into the stomach as well. Try to see and feel this light as it wraps around you like a blanket of silk, soft and nurturing. Let that light continue to move. Let it flow down through the hips, down through the thighs, down to the knees. Let that amazing light just quickly flow through you. And let it bring in peace, balance, and healing wherever it goes. Let it flow down to the shins and calves, down to the ankles, all the way down to the feet and toes. Now, as we look within, let us all realize that we are now filled with this amazing and divine light from the top of our heads all the way down to our feet. Remember that in this light, there is no fear. There is only peace, love, joy, and acceptance. This light is your connection to your higher self, and it's your connection to your higher source. Now, I'm going to be silent for just a brief moment. And during this silence, let's just keep our eyes closed and let's sit in this beautiful light. So now I will be silent just for a moment while we do this. Very good. Now, we've been working in our spiritual bodies, and let's slowly come back to the physical body. So let's start by moving our feet a little bit. Let's move our hands and fingers. Take some deep breaths, get the lungs working. Move your head. And when you're ready, I want you to come back. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and you'll be fully present today. And when you're back and ready, just let me know. Excuse me, guys, my voice is going on. Hi, Reaction says, I'm Welsh, but drawn to Scotland. I love it up there. I don't know why. It feels like my soul country, if that's possible. Bob, when in the UK did you visit Glastonbury? Just out of curiosity. Actually, I love Scotland also. One of my favorite places. There's certainly a mystical energy about Scotland. I think it's one of the most haunted places I've ever been, particularly downtown Edinburgh. Beautiful place. I haven't actually been to Glastonbury. And that's someplace I want to go. You know, when I was in UK, I was not into paganism, and I missed a lot of the amazing pagan things. So that's one of the reasons I want to go back to visit Glastonbury, to visit the Chalice Well, to see, you know, some of the King Arthur locations, all of that. So, anyways, yay! Stranger Things 1 is back. Yay! All right. Kate Pigeon, first question. Where do I see from regarding clairvoyance? I feel a lot of energy in my hands. You know, Kate, that's interesting because I didn't know this for a long time, but the hands have chakras in them. So these are you can use your hands to send healing to people, but also those chakras, wherever there is a chakra point in the body, that carries all the psychic senses. So if you're feeling power in your hands, what I would encourage you to do is look into your hands and visualize a spinning ball of light. Go into that ball of light and see if it can open your vision. Yes, you can actually see from the hands or through the hands, and use the hands as a PowerPoint. So I'd like you to try to do that, because I do think that's a power center for you. I do feel that you have clairvoyance, but I'm also getting healing power flowing through your hands as well. Okay. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thank you. Mark Laws, hey, Psychic Bob, do you have any messages from the spirit world for me? Thanks so much. And I love this shirt. Hi, Mark. Good to see you. Thank you. I'm representing for the UK. You know, I'm going to be on that all day about be representing. That's like my phrase. I'll be walking down the street, and I do this sometimes. I just get inspired. I'll be literally walking down the street. I'll be representing. And everybody in the street will go, what the hell? I never said I was sane, only psychic. Mark, I got to tell you, you know, as I'm stepping into your vibration here, I'm getting a lot of orange light around you right now. Orange light is your creative light. And I feel like you're being inspired to kind of go beyond your current limitations. I feel like you want to be thinking about career right now and how you could expand your current work or step into kind of a new area. Because I keep seeing, as we get into January, new career paths before you. And I feel like you have a lot of energy here that's going to allow you a lot of, excuse me, power in communications and channeling. So the new year, January, is a new time for you. But I feel like that starts literally now. And by January, it manifests. So I feel like you're going to do a career change as we get into the new year. What you do is up to you. They're not telling me specifically right now that it has to be one thing or another. But I want you to be thinking about it from the place of, you know, how am I being creative, and where could I go that I can be more free in my communications and be more creative. Okay. Anyways, I hope that helps for you. Blessings to you. Amanda P is here. Hey, Amanda P. Amanda P says, any messages for me from spirit? I've embarked on a new path, and I'm curious if it's the right one for me. Yeah. My spirit guy Fletcher's back here, by the way. He's upset at me. I didn't tell you guys he was here. He said, you didn't tell him I was here. So he's here. Fletcher says hello to all of you. You know, Amanda P., I feel like you have been led to where you are. That's the work of spirit. So you are on a good path. I want you to particularly watch the month of December. I feel like this is a time of greater prosperity for you. So I feel like you're coming into a time where there's a lot of growth, and December is a turning time for you. So yes, keep going on your path. I got to ask you, do you have some work also? I don't know if it's connected to this specific, but I'm getting also healing energy around you. And I feel like you're going to be kind of a vessel also for healing. So I don't know if you've studied Reiki or anything like that, but I'd like you to explore some of the healing arts also. I think that you have some power in that area, okay? Hope that helps. Blessings to you. Hold on just a second. I just lost some questions here. Okay, well, I can't get the chat to go backwards here, so bear with me. Amanda P says that she's a nurse. Okay, Amanda P. There you go. There's your healing gifts. Thank you for confirming that. Blessings to you. Rafe Turtle says, hi there, Bob. Here's my psychic question. Can you tell me how I can develop my psychic abilities? I'd like to get to talk to spirits. And now it just disappeared. Okay, I'd like to be able to talk to spirit or other psychic abilities that I can have. Can you tell me? Rafi Turtle, I got to tell you, that's a complex question. That's like, I do entire classes on that. But the thing that I will tell you is if you want to tune into your psychic self, start with that meditation we did. At the beginning of this video, if you weren't here, we did a meditation, a light meditation. If you practice every day bringing that light into you, that does a few things. It opens up all your chakras. It opens your crown chakra, allows you to connect to your channeling energies. So that's why I teach that, because it helps people to move forward psychically. Everybody benefits by that. So I want you to start with that. And if you do that every single day, 7 days a week, you don't get a day off of meditation, you'll find that it really does start to connect you, okay? You also have around you a guide. I keep getting the name Angel. It's a guy, it's a male, but his name is Angel, A-N-G-E-L. He's not an angel, he's actually an earth person. And it looks like he died in the Victorian era because he's dressed in Victorian clothes. But Angel's one of your spirit guides, and he will also help you. So as you do that meditation, speak to Angel, ask him to come in, and he's going to help you, okay? I hope that helps a little bit, okay? Good question. All right. Janie D says, Bob, I wonder if Fletcher is able to tell me who my spirit guide is. Thank you. Let's find out, Janie. Fletcher, what do you have for her? Really? Okay. They're asking me to tell you that Archangel Raphael is working with you. Yeah, you can have an archangel. He's a very powerful angel. But Raphael's around you. I want you to start talking to him. I get the sense that you actually have others as well, but he's going to be your main point of contact for now. Okay. Blessings to you. Excuse me. Okay, the Deathless Lord Cerberus. Hello. Deathless Lord Cerberus. My job sucks the soul out of me. I just feel very redundant and not very fulfilling. Nice to relax at home and watching you, Bob. I got to tell you, Deathless Lord Cerberus, that I think you're still in a period of adjustment. I want you to watch, because I feel that by around December, there's going to be an opportunity for growth there, either a promotion or kind of a restructuring of your position. So I think right now, even though it's not very exciting, I think it will change around December. So hang in there, keep working at it. I feel that in terms of energy, they actually like you. You're actually doing well, even though you're not excited. I think that they're noticing your devotion, your effort. And I think around December, there'll be improvement there, okay? I hope that helps a little bit. Blessings to you. All right. Trina Maria Tracy. Hi, Bob. Can you get anything about me spiritual-wise or any messages? It's Irina. Excuse me, I called you Trina. Irina, I don't have my glasses on. Irina, when I'm walking into your frequency, I'm getting blue light around you and purple light. This means you have a natural connection to the spirit, where you're a natural medium. You also have a gift for communication. I particularly get writing around you. And I think that you want to be open to writing, particularly channeled messages from spirit people. I also get hand moving, and I'm noticing it's drawing and sketching. So I think you have a bit of artistic energy, particularly in the visual arts, creating imagery, drawing, painting, things like that. And I would put energy in that, because that's also a form of channeling. So, and I feel like if you embrace those channeling gifts, that's going to launch you in a whole career. And I think in 2020, you could really get something going in that area and expanding in your creative side. Okay. Hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right. Lady Witch is here. Hi, Lady Witch. Good to see you. Lady Witch says, I've had a recent heartbreak. I'm so sorry. What advice does Spirit have for me regarding the situation? Hello, Fletcher. Hi, Lady Witch. I'm sorry you've been going through a lot of suffering. I have to say this, and I don't say this flippantly, but the truth of the matter is that you're just meant to move on. See, on a soul level, I feel like you've been putting all that energy into the relationship. I also feel that you're the older soul, and I don't feel like that person that you were with appreciated it or understood it or was ready to be in your presence. See, this is a challenge when you're an older soul, and we have a lot of older souls here at Spirit Channel. That's the type of people we seem to draw. It's hard sometimes to be in a relationship for older souls because we want to give. We have the knowledge, the ability, the heart to give. But many people in the world today are, what's the word, less than open. They want to take and take, but they don't know how to give. And so I think that in that relationship, there was imbalance. And I think that it got to the point to where it was draining, actually. And so as painful as that rupture is, know that you did the best you could. And I want you to know you're not a failure. I know sometimes we feel like, gee, I failed. No, you didn't fail. But it's a timing thing and it's an energy thing. Timing wasn't right. The energy wasn't right. And you tried. But you know, every time you go into a relationship and then you end up with heartbreak, that means that you're willing to risk for love. So, Lady Witch, I got to tell you, even though it didn't turn out the way you wanted, by the Spirit standards, you're a hero because you dared to put your heart out there. You dared to give love. And that's never, ever a waste. Okay? There'll be love for you again. In fact, right now, I'm not going to tell you that. I could actually tell you when that's going to happen. I don't think I want to tell you that. The reason why is I want you right now to work on you. Be all about you, about your loving yourself, healing yourself, nurturing yourself. You know, it's a good day to drink a lot of tea. So get a good cup of tea. Or if you don't like tea, get your favorite drink. But tea is always a good heartburn. Get some peppermint tea or some chamomile tea. And just sit and nurture yourself. Okay? Anyways, I hope that helps a little bit. I'm so sorry for your pain. But by the Spirit standard, you're a hero. Okay. All right. Blessings to you. Hold on. I got to catch up on my chat. Is flying by me here. Raven Fisher's here and says, do I have any past, oops, it just went by. Do I have any past loved ones around me? Raven, I keep getting a male here, a grandfather on the father's side. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I'm getting this male that comes in. He's like very protective over you. And I pick him up and he seems to be just saying that he's around. All I'm getting is I'm here, I'm guarding, I'm overseeing. So this grandfather on the father's side is around you. It's interesting because he presents to me as a tall gentleman. And I get the sense that at the time of his crossing, there was some heart issues around him because I'm getting weird blood flow in the chest and lungs. I don't know if it's a heart lung issue, but he's like going like this, which means I'm clear of all of that. So he's fine. He's in line, but that's who's I'm picking up around you. Blessings to you. Hope that helps a little bit. All right. Stojan Dezelikov. Are there any messages from my spirit guides and what is my spirit animal? Yeah, you know, Stojans, I get around you a giant silver wolf is one of your guardian totems right now. Spirit that's guiding you. The guardian is a wolf, a gray, like a silver gray wolf, beautiful, very protective around you. Okay. Hope that helps. Blessings to you. Joshua Baldemero. Question number 1 for today. Hello, Psychic Bob. I have 2 questions, if it's okay. One is for my lover, Mark. He's in a bad place because of unemployment. What does the spirit have for him? How can I help? Okay. Joshua, I got to tell you, in regards to his unemployment situation, and I say this in all sincerity, it's kind of good that it happened. I feel like he was kind of ending. It wasn't working. The energy wasn't right there. And, sometimes the universe saves us a lot of trauma by forcing us out of something. I had situations in my own life when I was younger when I knew I should have been focused on spirit work rather than chasing the material world. And when I didn't do it, nothing ever worked out. It wasn't until I embraced my calling as a psychic that I actually had security and financial stability. And I feel like this is one of the soul lessons that Mark is being brought to right now, is that he's trying to fit into a structure, a job that's really not him. He's doing it because he feels like he has to or he's forced to. He has around him also a lot of artistic energy. And I feel that he would do well if he would focus on something more creative. He'd be very good, for example, in like advertising work where he's doing promotions or advertising. He'd also be very good in like fashion industry or anything where he's creating, radio, media work. All of this is where I see him. So I want him to explore connecting to the world of communications, the world of advertising, something much more artistic. And I'll tell you, I think that if he starts that, I think that by, it probably won't be till December, to be honest with you, but I feel like by December, he's in a new position that's going to stay. So, but he's going to have to really kind of do some soul level work right now. See, so that pain of losing that job is actually a blessing. And you need to help him by sharing this message with him and encouraging him that he has so much more talent. And where he wasn't going to get to use that talent. So that's why Spirit's moving him on. He has as one of his life themes an artist theme, and he also has an entrepreneur theme. And I think down the road he'll own his own business, in fact. Maybe something with advertising or promotions, but something media related. That's where he should be. Okay. Hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thanks for sharing it. And I send blessings to him as well. Gav Hines is here. Hey, Gav, I didn't see you earlier. How you like? I be representing for the UK. Ooh, girl, I am representing. You guys know I'm crazy, right? You know that. Gav says, hi, Bob. What's my aura say today? Gav, let me just step into your energy. Fletcher, will you take me closer to his energy? Okay, hold on. Fletcher's helping us here. Gav, when I get into your aura, I'm getting a little bit of dark green light around you. That tells me that you've been kind of overextending your energy lately, and it means that you're a little depleted in energy. And I would like you to work on kind of grounding down right now. I want you to, like, if you've got the stone black tourmaline, I want you just to carry that stone with you or sit with it today. If you don't have that, see if you've got either black onyx or what's the other stone? Hematite. Both of those are grounding stones. Black tourmaline's the best for this energy, but these other two will work as well. And I want you today to work on nurturing and grounding. I feel like you want to reconnect to some of that earth energy, comfort energy. You want to eat a little bit of comfort food, drink some good tea, and come back to yourself. Maybe take a nap today. You need to reground that energy. And that's what I see around you, okay? You're still very psychic. Don't worry, you haven't lost your magical power. It's just that you're stretching your energy too thin now. And I want you to balance that because I feel like in the coming weeks here, you're going to be expanding in the magical work area. And you'll be doing more magic. So you need to recoup some of that energy that you've expended now, okay? I hope that helps. Blessings to you. I'm so glad you're here. Yay. Mr. 72368 says, will the sun go micro move in 2020? I'm not sure what that means, Mr. 72368. Do you mean is the sun going to collapse, like shrink? I'm not getting anything around the sun, any major stuff like that. Now, we may have some solar flares in 2020 that may affect some of our electronics. But as far as the sun shrinking or going micro and collapsing or anything, no, I don't see any of that. Okay. Blessings to you. All right. Armani Velez is there. Hey, Armani. Armani says, do you believe in spying magic? Well, Armani, I'll tell you, I don't think invading anybody's privacy is ever a good thing. As a psychic, sometimes I get information that is very personal about people that maybe they don't want me to have, but I never take advantage of that knowledge or exploit it. I think that if you, are in a grave, dangerous situation and you need to know information related, then there is some justification in spying. Particularly if you do astral projection, you need to find out stuff, or you can do that. But I generally think we should respect people's boundaries, and so I don't really say that we should actually do spying magic. Okay, just my thoughts on it. Good question, though. I think that's very good. Because when we talk about ethics and magic and in spirituality, we have to kind of reevaluate that, because things change, positions change. But that's my position at this time. Okay. All right. Feather Bomar's here. Hi, Bob. Any messages for me? Hey, Feather. Listen, I want you to watch. They keep telling me that at the end of this month, it looks like there may be some financial opportunities. Maybe either job change. Not that I see you being fired, but it's more like somebody's offering you work or some type of blessing in the money area. And I think the end of October, which is literally like next week, is going to be a good time for you to evaluate some financial stuff, okay? I also keep picking up around you a lady here on your mother's side, and goes by as a great-grandmother on the mother's side. She's way back. She said she's blessing you. And she's also holding out like a tray with coins on it in front of me, which means she's helping bring some blessings and opportunity in the money area. So she's around you. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right. All right, hold on just a second. I was flying by here. Horror Beauty FX. Hi, Bob. Did my spirit guides have anything to say to me? Horror Beauty, I got to tell you, when I'm stepping into your frequency, I keep getting two guardian angels around you. And I keep hearing them say this, that she's got the strength, she's strong. And I get the sense that you're coming to a time of kind of some big soul growth here. I want you to watch the months of November and December, because it looks like you're going to get to take on some new opportunities. One of this may be somehow connected to a work opportunity. The other may have some connection to a relationship, because I'm getting two currents of energy here, love and then money. I mean, gosh, isn't it great when we get them both, huh? But in a case, that's where you are. And it's about growing and being brave and making choices. And I think that as we end the year in December, these two guides are helping you. I keep getting the names. One of the guides' names, it sounds like it's Eric, is the name of the guy, Eric. And I get another one, which is a female around you. And she gives you the name of Elise. So Eric and Elise are your spirit guides. They're like angel guides that are guiding you through these changes. Okay. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right. Hold on a second. Buvana Lake says, why do I have this deep connection to water? Have I lived in water before in a past life? If not, what is my deep connection? Buvana Lake, you're connected to water for a few reasons. One is you're actually very psychic. Many psychic people tend to have a connection to water and water energy. That's because you actually draw power and nurturing for your soul from being near water. So that's one of the connections. I do believe you had a past life. It was actually connected to China, and it was in the 1500s, and you were a fisherman. And it was a very happy life. You weren't wealthy, but you had, the little Chinese fishing boats. They're long, and sometimes they have a little canopy over them. Well, you lived on one of those. It was your fishing junk. They call it a junk boat as a name, a type of boat. It doesn't mean it's junky, it's just a nickname, junk boat. And you lived in China, and you would fish in the South China Sea. So that was that's your connection there. Okay, so yes, it is past life and it's current life as well. Okay, and now don't be worried. You were a male in that life, but we've all been male, we've all been female. So don't let that bother you. This life, you're a female. So there you go. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right. Crystal Owl says, say goodbye. Oops, it just went by. Do you have any? I think I saw it. Do you have any messages from your mom or dad? Let me see, Crystal Owl, if I can get anything. Okay. Doris Stokes is coming in here. Hi, Doris. Yeah. Doris says that your mom and you are going to have a stronger communication soon. It looks like your mother is around you a lot in spirit and trying to protect you. And I keep hearing her say, you've done so well through all the challenges. You've done so well. So your mom is around you in spirit. I have to tell you, I'm not getting your dad. Your mom says that he's protecting you as well. So they are both with you and you're being blessed, okay? Your mom says, don't be afraid. You're not going to suffer any more losses. Okay, so she's around you. Doris Stokes said that she's going to also help you to connect with her. So I do believe you're going to start to hear from her, like literally hear her voice. And just remember that, okay? But she's with you and protecting you. I hope that helps, darling. Blessings to you. All right, let's see. Let's jump down. Our chat's flying. It's hard for me to keep up with all this. Oh, here's one. Eric Ferguson. Hello, Bob. I'm experiencing a frequency like a dog whistle in the right ear. Anything to help that clairaudience along? I know it isn't tinnitus. Yeah, Eric, give feedback to the spirit people. Particularly ask Doris to help you. Doris Stokes, she was in her life an amazing clairaudient, and she's going to help you with that. But say, I'm getting the whistling. Say, Doris, I'm getting the whistling. It's a little annoying. Can you make it stop? And the spirit people, once they know that you're getting the frequency, they'll generally back it off, but they're doing it because they're not sure you're hearing it. So you got to talk to them, tell them, and that's gonna help bring that back into balance. It'll probably be another week or so till it starts to balance out, but you'll see the shift, okay? And after that, you'll probably notice your clairaudience has picked up quite a bit, okay? So make sure to give them feedback. And that's important for anybody, actually, other than Eric. You guys need to know that. Talk to your spirit people. Tell them what you're experiencing. Tell them what you need. You see, and they're going to help you. All right. Wonderful. Hey, Shadowlander. Good to see you here. Says, hey, Bob, what does my aura look like? Shadowlander, I got to tell you, when I'm stepping into your energy, it's really wild because I'm getting literally like a giant spotlight coming down. It's a pure white light. And I'm looking at it and I'm seeing it's like almost like spinning like a whirlwind. And I'm like, what is look? I thought it was bats in your aura. I saw these black things floating. Not the bats, sorry. This is not a bad sign. This is actually really good. But I'm looking at it. I'm like, there's just got bats in his aura. What's that? And as I'm zooming in on it, I realize those are musical notes. So the spirit world is literally giving you a download of music right now. And I want you to listen because I feel like you're going to start hearing tunes in your head or seeing notes or feeling like you want to be connected to music. But it's really wild. It's like spinning. Imagine like 1,000 little musical notes spinning and coming down from the sky, swirling around you, kind of like leaves falling in a whirlwind, but it's musical notes. That's what's around you. So be open to creativity, okay? Because you're definitely getting a lot of blessing in the artistic and creative area and channeling of music, okay? Thank you for your question. I hope that answers it. All right, hold on. I can't see. My eyes are not good here on this screen. Hobo Joe, hi, Psyche Bob. My pet rooster Capone gets sick, gets well, and then sick again. The vet doesn't know what's going on. How can we help him? Hobo Joe, let me tell you, first of all, I'm really sorry for that. But I remember you asked me that before, was he going to die? And I hope you saw my answer. And I told you at that time, I said your rooster would recover and not die. So I'm glad that prediction's come to pass. Unfortunately, he's still having struggles. And let me just step into his energy field. Hold on just a second, because I think that your rooster, I can see more if I get a little closer. Hold on just a second. Fletcher, will you take me closer? Yeah. I would like your veterinarian to have your rooster looked at for parasites. I get that he's eaten something off of the ground that has given him a parasite. He's got a digestive parasite. And so he's not able to eat and he's getting weak because it's depleting him. Could even be a worm, like a tapeworm, or some type of parasite, but they can give him medicine that will knock out parasites. They might be giving him antibiotics, which will help a little bit, but there's specific medicines for parasites. Ask them to check him for tapeworm and digestive parasites. That's where I'm getting the imbalance from. And once they knock out those parasites, he'll be better. It's not his time to go. I still see life around him. Okay, I hope that helps a little bit. Blessings to you. Leah Williams. Hey, Leah, good to see you. Hey, Psychic Bob, do you see any of my past lives that affect my current life? Let me step into that frequency. You know, Leah, as I'm walking into your life, into your energy, I see your past life connected to, believe it or not, Salem. You were in Salem, Massachusetts during the time of the witch trials. Now, what's fascinating is you were actually a witch in Salem during the witch trials, but you were a good witch, didn't do evil. And what's interesting is, you know, in the Salem witch trials, they never did kill any real witches. All the real witches stayed hidden. And the thing is that I feel like why this is important is that you're at a time now in this life where you're at a point where it's about expressing your power and expressing your path. Now, in that last life in Salem, you had to stay hidden. You couldn't come out and be who you were in the true sense of the word. And in this life, you've kind of come back to that situation where Spirit's saying, you know, now it's time to show your power. And I think that as we go into January of 2020, you're going to be at a place where you're going to make some decisions, particularly about following your life path and your calling. I have to tell you, I think you actually have a lot of psychic and magical power around you. And I don't know if you've studied Wicca or you're doing anything with that, but I'd like you to explore Wicca and also healing, like holistic healing, either Reiki or some other naturopath, because I feel like part of your life path is that of a spiritual worker. I think you're a light worker. And I think in the next year, you will advance in that area of doing light work, okay? Whichever form that'll take. I don't know exactly which form right now, but you're at a place where it's like embrace your power, okay? So anyways, I hope that helps, all right? Blessings to you. All right, let's see here. Kathy Private. Hello, Kathy. Bob, please contact my mom. That's all I could see. Okay. Kathy, let me see if I can get her over here today. Hold on just a second. Fletcher, do you have anybody back there for Kathy? Okay, hold on, Kathy. Somebody's coming in here. You know, this is the funny part about being a psychic. I can't just make them appear. I have to ask for them. Maybe they'll come, maybe they won't. Hi, Doris Stokes is here for me. Hi, Doris. Good to see you. Yeah, are you going to help us with that? Okay. Kathy, Doris said she's bringing your mom through. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Doris, do you have her back there? Okay, I'm listening. I hear her. Thank you. Okay. I hear a lady. She's saying, I'm here. She says the name is Patsy, excuse me. Patsy is her name. And she said, tell my daughter I'm here. And she said, oh, I'm so happy to be here. She said, thank you for letting me come through. You're welcome. Thank you for coming. Yes. Okay. Your mom's asking me to tell you, Kathy, that she said that she's still fine. She said, tell her, don't worry, we're fine here. She said that around December, she said it should be, the word she says, improved with your sister. It looks like there's a situation here of conflict with your sister. And she said, well, I'm pushing her to do the right thing. And it looks like there may be some legal issue about property transfer or deed of some sort. And she said, you'll have the papers you need by December. And she said, we're pushing it, we're working on it. And she said, understand, she said, your sister's not thinking clearly right now. She said she has a little bit of anxiety and she's still grieving, she told me. And she said, don't be angry at her, just be patient with her. But your mom's here to help you with, it looks like the situation is a legal situation. And she said, I'll be with her. And she said, December it'll get sorted out the way it needs to be. Okay, so she's here. She's asked me to, she said, please tell her that I love her and that I'm doing fine over here. And she wants you to know, she said that she always remembers you and she's been visiting you. And she brought you some beautiful flowers. These are pretty little pink carnations she's given to me. And she says, and they have babe's breath around them. You know, babe's breath, little tiny white flowers. Well, she's giving me carnations, pink carnations with babe's breath for you. So she hands those to you from Spirit and says, tell her that I'm fine. I miss her. She said, but I do come and visit her and I'm looking in. And she asked me if she loves the house. She said, I love the way she's done the house. And she said, she's going to be helping you to get that house even more organized. Okay. So she's there. Okay. I hope that helps, darling. Yes. Okay. She's got to step back. Thank you for bringing her. Thank you for coming, Patsy. Okay, blessings to you. All right, she stepped back. Isn't that wonderful? Wow. See, the spirit world's always so good to us. I'm so fortunate that they come through. And, you know, I'm just happy. Okay. Your mom knows that you love her, Kathy. I'm so glad she came through for you. All right, hold on just a second. Zach, any messages for me? You know, Zach, I'm being shown a notebook here. Fletcher's opening in front of me a notebook, and there's a lot of writing, like really, it looks like almost like really rapid writing. You have a gift developing of what we call automatic writing. That's a spiritual gift. Now, what's interesting is I feel like you're going to write something, it almost feels like song lyrics to me. I don't know if you have any connection with writing music or song lyrics, but I want you to be open to writing. Spirit writing. Now, spirit writing is a form of psychic gifts called automatic writing as well. And that's where you sit down in a trance, spirits come through you, and you start to write. You may not understand what you're writing, but when you go back later and read it, it'll be like, wow, that's really amazing. That's spirit writing. So that's one of the gifts that you have. And what you want to do is just sit down every day for 5 or 10 minutes, have a pen in hand. I recommend you use a pen because it's easier for spirit to come through than trying to type and mess up your keyboard. And see what comes through. It may start out as just lines on a paper, but it will evolve into something over time. Okay, that's what I pick up around you. Okay, you have a guide that's helping you. The name is Phil or Philip. Philip, yeah, he's an English gentleman. He was a medium during the 1900s, 1920s. But that's one of your guides, Philip. Okay, and he's going to help you with that. Blessings to you. All right. Hold on. Somewhere I lost my chat here. Oops, hold on. Somewhere I'm losing it here. Guided lightwork therapies. Hi, Bob. Any messages or tips from my spirit guides about my healing business? Hold on. Let me see who's back here. Fletcher, who's there for her? Okay, wonderful. I've got a very powerful spirit guide coming in here for you. Yes, it's Chief White Eagle. Chief White Eagle was a very famous spirit. He came through a bunch of mediums back in like the 1930s. He's still around, but he was just more known then. Chief White Eagle's asked me to tell you that he's increasing your light quotient. Looks like there may come up an issue of a business partnership in the new year as well for you. And he says, I'm leading them to the right alignment. And I get the sense this has a material side, like literally changing an office or expanding into a larger space. But it looks like there's some business partnership that's coming here. And Chief White Eagle's going to be helping you with that. Chief White Eagle's also talking about taking on more skills. So I feel like your healing work's expanding, like you might do, like, for example, Reiki, and you might take on some other healing modalities. I keep seeing like reflexology here around you and some sort of nutritional balance. Could be herbalism or something, but it's like your work and how you're working with people is expanding, your knowledge is expanding, and your business contacts are expanding. So I think by the new year, you're going to really be in a stronger place in terms of finances and connections. Okay, but Chief White Eagle is your spirit guide, and he's helping you with that. Okay. Blessings to you. I hope that helps you. Thanks so much. Let's see here. Oops, hold on. Where am I? My chat is flying by. I tell you, I can't keep up with these chats today. Christian Drew 1313 Clifton. Bob, what do you see around me during the thinning of the veil? You know, I'm just getting voices all around you. I think you're developing clairaudience, and I'd really just keep a notebook now and write down any spirit voices that you're hearing, because I feel like that's opening very strong. Now, I know you already have clairvoyance. I think that will increase too, but right now I'm getting sound vibration around you, and that's where your strength is. So be open to hearing. You may have a temporary experience. This happens sometimes where all you do is hear and you don't see. Don't worry about it. Just your senses are balancing out. They'll all come back. But right now I'm getting predominance in the hearing clairaudience for you. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right. Nardum Ross says, hello, PsychicBob. Do you have any messages from the spiritual world? Nardum Ross, let me just step closer to your vibration here. You know, I keep hearing a voice talking to me, and this is for you. Now, this is going to sound funny, but you have a wizard around you. This wizard's name is, let me see if I can get his name. He's trying to say it to me. He gives you the name of Asmodeus. And he says, I'm not a black magician. He said, this is just the name I was given. So Asmodeus, I think in some magical circles is an evil spirit, but he says, I'm not evil. He just happens to have a unique name, Asmodeus. But he's one of your spirit guides. And he says that he's opening up travel for you. And it looks like you're going to be doing some travel here. I get a European connection around you. And it's funny, I see you looking at castles, and I'm getting the countries of Spain around you, and also Germany and England. So I think you're going to travel to these countries in 2020, and Asmodeus is your guide, going to help you, because some of this is past life connection. I believe you do have a past connection to being a member of royalty or nobility. And when you see these castles, that will trigger some psychic awakening in you. I also think that you've had past life as a magician, as a wizard yourself, and you may have also interfaced with some people that like were in magical, like in castles, like you did magic for them or some type of spell work. But Asmodeus is the name of your guide. Okay. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thanks for writing. Oh my gosh, guys, I just saw what time it is. Listen, guys, I'm gonna have to cut this off now because PsychicBob's got to get ready for readings. I'm doing private readings today. If you want to get on my schedule, by the way, for private reading, you can call my office at 703. Here, take this number down, okay? Here's my cell phone or my office line, 703-825-3929. That's my number. In fact, let me put it in the chat here. Oops, did I type that right? I'm not good at typing and speaking. All right, there's my number. I just dropped it in the chat. PsychicBob's phone number. That's the quickest way to reach me. Now, private session I do charge for because it's my full-time work. But we're going to spend a full hour. Imagine if you had this whole last hour, just you and me alone. Would you like that? Some of you I know would love that. So that's what I do in a private reading. It's a hour, you and me, one-on-one for a full hour. We cover everything, past, present, future issues. We identify your spirit guides, bring messages from them, messages from deceased loved ones. I answer all your questions. We look at your life themes. We find out, how to make things work that aren't working. I do a lot of stuff in my private readings. For those of you who have had, private session with me, I think you can tell people, hey, Christine C., good to see you. Good morning. Yay. So yes, so if you want to do a private session with me, give me a call. You can also write to me at my official email, which is psychicbobhickman@gmail.com. I'll put that in the link also. Oops, hold on. Let me see if I can get this going. Psychic Bob Hickman at gmail.com. That's my email. So write to me. I hope I spelled it. I can't see. I got to put my glasses on. PsychicBobHickman@gmail.com. That's my email. You can write to me and visit my website, which is PsychicBob.com. It's right there. You'll see it, PsychicBob.com. So I would love to hear from you. Listen, guys, keep it here at Spirit Channel. Thank you for being here today. I'm sorry I can't stay here longer. It's just that my schedule is full for private sessions. But we'll be back here tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to talk about the mystical hexagram, the 6-rayed star, and how to work with that in your magical practice. So make sure to be here. Isn't that a cool picture, huh? And we'll discuss that tomorrow. Now, don't forget, when you go to my website, look also for my latest artwork. Get that over there. Solar Biomorph. Okay, so there you go. So you got a lot of stuff to work on, you know, and check out my books as well. Call me for a reading. You guys are great. Stardust says, thank you for everything, Psychic Bob. Thanks for Capone, too. It's my pleasure, Stardust. Glad to be of service to you guys. C. Hewitt, you're welcome, C. Hewitt. Thanks for being here. Sin9TG loves it. Thank you. Blessings to all of you. Well, guys, listen, thank you. Please, if I can ask for your help, after this video processes, will you go back, please, open the video and click the thumbs up button. It'll probably take 20 minutes before it's up. Sometimes it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes. But go back, thumbs up it, like it, add it to your like and favorite list, and share it with your friends. I need to keep showing YouTube that people here want me, because they're still trying to push me off. I'm not going without a fight. And if you guys help me, it's going to be a lot easier. So I really thank you. If you want to say thank you for my readings today and being here, please help me by doing that. Thumbs up this video, like it, favorite. Feel free to post this video on your Facebook, post it on your web page. You have my permission wherever you want to put it, and tell people about what we do here. I thank you and I appreciate it. All right, now I got to say one more thing before we go. To all my UK friends, ooh, Psychic Bob be a representative. I represent him for the UK. Ooh, girl. You know I'm crazy, right? I am. But I had such a fun time today. And I thank all of you for being here. Thank you so much, Christine C. Christine says, like and comment. Yeah, I forgot to say it. Put comments on the video too. And it says, she writes, it helps with analytics with YouTube. And that is the truth. I need you guys to help me. I know a lot of you watch, and you know, I know you don't have time to write big long paragraphs. Just say, hey, Bob, checking in. Thank you. You know, whatever. But that really helps. Okay. So like it, favorite it, comment on it. Yeah. Tell me in the box below. Do you like doing live messages from the spirit world? Should I do this every Tuesday now? Do you prefer this? I'm curious to hear. All right, guys, listen, I love you. I got to go to readings. Sending blessings to all of you. We'll be back here tomorrow for Wiccan Wednesday. Don't miss it. We'll see you then. I love you guys. And until tomorrow, may all of you always blessed be.